Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back. Today we're going to be sowing yet another of the hardy annual flowers. Today we're going to be talking about Love in a Mist, also known as Nigella. There are really a lot of different types of this flower, so of course, as always, make sure you're doing your own research, keeping everybody safe, all that good stuff, making sure you're not introducing anything invasive into your garden. You guys have heard my lecture on that before. Growing flowers to be an overall good experience for everybody. Anyway, this is another fairly easy one in terms of cold tolerance. It's really hit or miss depending upon where you live. In the past, I have overwintered these here in my garden in zone 6B7 without protection, but with some loss. So it's really best that I protect these seedlings with a hoop house or a low tunnel when I grow them. Because the cold tolerance can vary depending upon how severe my winter weather is. And as with most hardy annuals, this is going to be a process of trial and error in your garden, especially if you've never grown them before. It's going to be frustrating to get a feel for what works and what doesn't. And I always tell people that because there's really just no guarantees when it comes to hardy annuals for the most part. So you have a couple of options to sow these seeds. Most often you'll see people direct sow these into well-amended weed-free soil. That's what I've done in the past. Sometimes it seems like as those begin to germinate, some of the seedlings get eaten by something. There's always something getting eaten in my yard. I don't know if it's rabbits or snails, but I had a lot of trouble in the past losing these when I direct sow these. So this year I am going to be sowing them in a seed tray. The important thing to keep in mind when you're sowing these in a seed tray is you need to be very careful when you transplant these into the garden. These actually have a pretty long taproot and they don't really like to be transplanted very much. So if the option was there, I would choose to direct sow. But at the same time, I totally get it if, direct sowing isn't an option. I totally get it. So to sow these, I'm just going to go through the same steps that I always do. I'm going to prepare a seedling tray full of a really nice moist potting mix. And I'm going to lightly surface sow these seeds. You'll notice that these seeds are very kind of pointy and triangular. You want to make sure that those are coming into really, really good contact with the soil. And I'm going to give those a good water after I put them into the seed tray as well. You have a couple of options. If you're starting them indoors, obviously put them in a sunny windowsill. Make sure they are remaining consistently moist. Just, standard protocol of what you would do to start seeds indoors. What I like to do personally is move this seed tray outside since this is the end of September when I'm doing this. This now is the perfect weather for germinating seeds. A lot of the time my temperatures are in the 70s, 70 Fahrenheit, and that cool weather and the moisture in the air with the fall is just perfect for germination. These should germinate within 1 to 2 weeks. Sometimes they take a little bit longer. Like I said, that hard seed coat seems to cause them to take just a little bit longer. Once these have germinated, I'm going to transplant them into the garden, into a low tunnel or into my unheated hoop house. I'm not quite sure which one I'm going to put them into yet, but it's going to be one of the two. And that's really about it. I should also mention that I did put my seed in the refrigerator 2 weeks before planting them out. I'm not quite sure if Love in a Mist need that period of cold stratification. I don't think that they do. But I always like to put all of my seeds in the fridge before sowing them in the fall just to make sure that I haven't overlooked anything so that we have the best chance of success possible. So that's really just up to you. That's really about it for this video. I'd love to hear any comments or experiences down below. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe and hit that little bell icon. That little bell icon will tell you whenever I make a new video. We're trying my best to put out new content pretty frequently. It could be soap making, it could be gardening, it could be a lot of different random things. So if you like a surprise, you might like this channel too. I hope that you are having such a great day. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye guys.